In a land where myth and reality blurred, there existed a legend known as Hammer of Wrath. This was no ordinary hammer. It was a weapon forged in the heart of a dying star, wielded only by those destined to bring justice through unstoppable power. Centuries ago, the gods of old created the hammer to maintain balance in the universe, but over time, it was lost in the chaos of history, waiting for the next worthy champion. Our story begins with Kira Blackwood, an archaeologist from a small coastal town in northern Scotland. Kira had always been fascinated by ancient myths, driven by a desire to uncover relics that could bridge the gap between myth and science. One day, while exploring a forgotten cave deep within the highlands, Kira stumbled upon an ancient altar. On it lay the legendary Hammer of Wrath, gleaming with a faint glow as if it were waiting for her. At first, Kira couldn't believe what she had found. The hammer looked ordinary enough, except for the intricate runes that danced along its surface. As she reached out to touch it, a sudden surge of energy coursed through her, lifting her off the ground. The cave walls shook violently, and in that moment, Kira's fate was sealed. She had become the chosen wielder of the Hammer of Wrath. Unbeknownst to Kira, taking up the hammer came with a price. It granted her immense strength, the ability to summon thunder and channel raw energy with every swing. However, it also awakened an ancient, forgotten enemy, the Shadow Order. In the days following her discovery, Kira struggled to control the hammer's power. Simple swings created shockwaves, and her every emotion seemed to trigger its wrath. She knew that she needed guidance, so she sought out scholars and mystics. Her journey led her to an enigmatic figure known only as the Watcher, an immortal being who had seen the rise and fall of many civilizations. The Watcher explained that the hammer was more than a weapon, it was a conduit for the emotions of its wielder. It thrived on righteous fury, channeling that anger into devastating power. But if left unchecked, it could consume the very person who wielded it. Kira trained tirelessly under the Watcher's guidance, learning to master her emotions and harness the hammer's full potential. She discovered that the hammer could summon lightning storms, break through the strongest of defenses, and even manipulate gravity itself. As she grew stronger, so did her sense of duty. She knew the hammer was meant for more than personal gain. It was a tool to protect the innocent and punish those who preyed on the weak. As Kira's control over the hammer grew, so did the threat of the Shadow Order. Led by a dark sorcerer named Malika, the Order had been searching for the hammer for centuries, believing it to be the key to unlocking untold power. With Kira now in possession of the hammer, they could not allow her to keep it. One night, the Shadow Order launched an all-out attack on Kira's village, using dark magic and monstrous creatures to wreak havoc. Kira, now fully embracing her role as the hammer's chosen, fought back with everything she had. She called down lightning to strike at the heart of the enemy, her hammer moving with a speed and precision she had never known. The battle was fierce, but Kira stood her ground. As the tide turned in her favor, Malika himself appeared. He wielded dark powers, conjuring shadowy tendrils that wrapped around Kira, threatening to crush her. But the Hammer of Wrath, fueled by Kira's righteous fury, erupted in a blinding flash of light. With one final swing, she shattered Malika's dark magic and struck him down, ending the Shadow Order's reign of terror. In the aftermath of the battle, Kira stood victorious but humbled. She had protected her people and vanquished a great evil. But she knew the hammer's work was far from over. The world was full of hidden dangers, and as long as she held the Hammer of Wrath, she would be its guardian. Kira dedicated her life to using the hammer's power to defend the innocent and bring justice to those who sought to exploit the weak.